Thanks. By the way, I'm collecting buttons. What a weird way to end a conversation. By the way, I make YouTube videos. How's it going, guys? My name is Graeme, and welcome back. We're here with Riddle School 3. Having a shoreline school seems pretty rad. Like, that'd be really cool if you just look outside your window and there's just like the ocean coming in and out. No wonder you'd want to escape. That seems absolutely gorgeous. Peeling wallpaper. Someone must have mistaken the wall for a banana. An air vent. There's a rubber band back in the air vent. I would get it, but my fingers couldn't reach. Instead, grab up the ruler. I kind of half remember this puzzle and like none of the rest of this game, except for the fact that there's 2 floors. Crazy, right? That's my friend Fred. He lent me his whistle to escape school a while back. It's too bad he lost his whistle recently, or I'd be out of here in a matter of seconds. Zach, I don't know why, but he's always cold. Just a joke that just has persisted throughout. With like not even an attempt at an explanation. And Smiley, for some dumb, insane, unfathomable reason, nailed it. She enjoys her classes. That's Mr. Soggy. He is a generally lazy teacher who can be very strict if he wants to be, but mostly the lazy. That's like where things mostly it supersedes. You make the gummy ruler, fish it around in the vent to grab ourselves that sweet, sweet rubber band, because who knows what miraculous things lie in wait for us there. And then I think I can just rubber band the teacher? Blast him right in his noggin. I'm blind. I can't see. Well, I'm sure you'll get over it. That wasn't a very sharp idea, actually. It was kind of blurry. Which, what an amazing eventual payoff for that ridiculous running joke. I can't go out this way, even though the doors are unlocked. Whoever built this building accidentally made part of a brick wall on the other side of those doors. Oh, it's an effective way to seal in the kids while giving them that shred of hope. Seems like it might have been sadistically intentional. Ooh, it's pretty jazzy in the library. Jazzy and shushy. I'm feeling kind of depressed. I'm a librarian and I can't even read. Well, I can read, but only big print books. You see, my eyesight is like a stuffed monkey doll. It's fuzzy. That's a cute analogy, isn't it? How to read. Read this. This book was written by George, age 5. And it got published. Right, I just need to hand him the glasses. Because prescriptions don't matter. Perhaps they're just reading glasses. Here's a free bookmark. Toilet paper, toilet! Just really felt the need to shout that, huh? That dime is about 1.5 feet out of my reach. Can I re-recruit this thing? No, I think you poke it with the big bookmark? No. There, now we have something long enough. There's some vague remembrances. Quite the fancy tool you got. What kind of supply closet is this? There isn't even anything in the trash can. That must be like a little bit of a joke from the fact that you just yank things from trash cans in other Riddle School games. You're gonna like take toilet paper with you and you don't see potential value in a stapler? I don't know, man. I think you're underestimating the power of staplers. Where'd you come from? The hallway. I fell asleep in class. I want some chlorophyll too. Oh yeah, that's like their vending machine in the corner. Here's a 20-ton cat in the hallway. There's. Ha ha ha! I think I'm in the wrong. I'm just gonna laugh. Angriface from Newgrounds, which was like a go-to reference, I suppose. It comes up a bunch in Henry Stickmin as well. The lunchroom. Big old egg on the wall. I'm just supposing the school ran out of decorations. That's Greg. He's been sleeping for 8 years. My old middle school teacher, Mrs. Sleep, has been asleep for a few years as well. They must be relatives. The lore is deepening. I'd like chocolate pudding. Sorry, pudding costs $1. Well, I've changed my mind. Pudding. I need pudding. He's really committed to this shirt. Maybe it's the only one that's in like Septuple XL. His favorite place to sit down and rest is conveniently right in front of the office. I like the commitment to that they didn't even try to come up with a different thing. It's a trilogy of games, and in every one, Chubb's gonna block the door. We do have a new janitor. What do you want? The bathroom sink is stuck, the hallway's a mess, breadcrumbs and beaver spit. Probably just another random something. I think I'll leave now. Nope, not possible. Of all people, I would know if a sink was overflowing. I can hear a plumbing problem from a mile away. The hallway's a mess? Yeah, well, I gave up trying to clean the hallways. Just completely written it off. It probably only took like 2 days on the job to just give up forever on that. Well, breadcrumbs and blah blah blah. But I don't have any breadcrumbs and beaver spit with me. If he had any, he would have hooked us up though. He's a considerate man. I have no clue what that's supposed to be a picture of. Looks cool, vaguely artsy, vaguely sciencey. Pluto still looks like a planet to me. Anglerface again. I actually really like her dress. That she has like a bubbling flask for a dress. It's got the shape, the design. That's really cool and clever. And you can see Mrs. like Frizz from Magic School Bus wearing that. I can absolutely see it. Is your button making machine almost complete, Mrs. Flask? Well, I feel silly to admit it, but I can't turn it on. It needs a switch or a button to even work. So we need a button to make a button. The only thing I can think like to do, because I remember this, is clog up the toilet. The sink is stuck? Not possible. Well, there might be more to that than I realized. What did she ask me? Where'd you come from? Yes, I fell asleep in class. So, I woke up. My teacher said I needed to get some coffee to wake me up. I think it's because school is as fun as watching grass grow. I hope John wasn't this cynical towards his actual school. No one liked being in school in the sense that, yeah, you'd rather be at home playing video games or whatever. But like, you got to see your friends and things. Can I sleep on that couch instead? Shoo. I think they just say shoo for every wrong answer. My teacher said I needed coffee. Which teacher did you just come from? Oh my goodness, there's too many Mr. Clowny Big Shoes. That's a laugh. Shoo. Mrs. Oddverb about Richie. What about Richie? Breadcrumbs and beaver spit. Oh, I meant to click that one. Again, I think I said he's locked in the locker. Do you think I should go to my classroom and look for the combination now? You smell like an elephant. Answer the question. No. Huh? Nah, don't bother. Dang, I was trying to abort this because I didn't get the full branch of the dialogue. Damn it. Ah. Well, so long and enjoy your little task there. I should probably leave too. Just got like uncomfortable, awkward all of a sudden, just bailing. Damn it. All that commitment. The apple just got bit. I could have sworn the apple in the picture didn't have a bite in it a minute ago. The drawer. Such dedication to having independently accessible cabinets and drawers. Really went for it. Blah, blah. Oh, I was thinking, like, was all of that just for that nickel? Then no, it populates those classrooms. So now I can go to, like, Miss Count's room. Go bananas for algebra. Monkey around. Monkey business. Go monkeys. Barrel. There's some serious commitment to themes across the various rooms of the school. This was the most dedicated one. Ah, the keyboard key. The spelling test. I stupid as much as I could for that test. Studied as much. I found the combination of Richie's locker. Why the goat does it say blobbles? I think you have to do it backwards because it would be like, it looks like blobbles upside down. Blobbles. And that would be 3. Nailed it. Really? Oh, because I did bluebles. There you go. The combination. Thanks. Oh, thanks for the payout. By the way, I'm collecting buttons. What a weird way to end a conversation. Okay, cool. Good seeing ya. By the way, I make YouTube videos. No further communication beyond that. So, button into here. Make ourselves our one Swift Love Science button. Science rocks. Same difference. If you find any buttons or badges of any kind lying around, show them to me. Nice. Do you actually like science, or do you just like buttons? Here's my last quarter. Keep it. I think I still have to do something with this, right? I have to... I don't think the toilet has been damaged thoroughly enough. The flusher. I had to click the actual flusher to flood it. Missed that previously. Oh, did I hear a toilet clog? Did. Past and present. Well, you have fun with that. The janitor's stalling. Seriously, though. Does it take that long to remove toilet paper from a toilet? I imagine it would take quite some time. Quick quarter. There's a bucket on the floor. I'd better not kick it. Moppity mop 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 moppity mop 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 moppity moppy mop mop moppity mop 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 mop. It's a chair. What do you want me to do? Eat it? You could test out its ergonomics, see how difficult it is to balance on its back legs. There's plenty of things you could be doing. I'll take a pudding, please. They actually had a commitment to the real change there. Wow. That's just like the medium, I'm guessing? Here you go, buddy, old pal. Well, maybe we're not buddies. I'm not even just giving it to him. It's like, go get it. You know, doesn't seem like something very nice. I love the dedication to the, like, doing a full-on Indiana Jones with that. But I don't think you can go to the auditorium. I didn't remember ever seeing the inside of it. Hello, this is Mrs. Moose. How can I help you? Oh my god, another branch that I'm sure is way longer than it should be. Why is my picture on the wall? I couldn't find a picture of the counselor. But you could find a picture of me? I'm a little concerned. Why would you be sent to see the counselor? Because I'm awesome. I failed to see the logic behind that, but go right in. We got Alien Hominid and Super Fancy Pants Man. And he's like kind of playing like Bit Trip Runner or something. Mr. Potato kind of has a little bit of a potato-y shaped head. Kind of an egg-shaped head, which is funny that Egg Tree doesn't have an egg head. It's probably more potato than egg. It's just gotten increasingly easy to steal from these counselors, hasn't it? Damn, what a super great looking place. Does he drive a Volkswagen? It's just funny to think of things like that. Like, if Phil Eggtree were to drive a car, what car would he drive? Do keys ever have labels on them that claim that they're keys? There's a joke much earlier in the game about escaping school when pigs fly. And then at the end sequence here, we get a flying pig, which I always just thought was fantastic. Oh, God. Welcome to everyone's absolute favorite installment of the Riddle School franchise. I made this finale to the Riddle School series because I've probably gotten more messages in my Newgrounds PM inbox and more comments on my user page blog posts about Riddle School 4 than anything else. I said I was never going to make this game, but that was simply a diversion until I finally unleashed this beast. Now that it's out, I certainly won't make any more. Accessing. Analyzing map system. Which, I always think that's like a pretty cool effect, the way it scans in like that. Analyzation process complete. Which, like, really the way you draw things in Flash, it's a pretty easy effect to recreate. But it still is an effective effect. Zach, by far, looks the most different. I guess him and Smiley both look quite a bit different, but Zach is like totally different. Don't bend the rulers, the rules. Bunch of math posters and a thermostat and 12 for some reason. And literally no matter what you click on, for anyone who's unfamiliar with the payoff of this game, anything, doesn't matter what you click on, a hole just opens up into, like, I don't know, the center of the earth, and just rockets fill down into oblivion. Truly terrible, truly devastating. Just dead. Hard dead. Really, people had just been pestering John so much about making another game, and he was just like, you know what? No. Phil's teacher, Mr. Munch, was the original architect of Riddle University. The school was built above a long pit of lava that he himself dug near an active underwater volcano. His plan to murder Phil Eggtree to forever rid him of this world succeeded. It was a pretty effective plan, pretty fail-safe it seems like, and no one cared. Every other student of Riddle University eventually died from car wrecks, old age, and unforeseen diseases. Each one on their deathbed whispered their final wish. I like how he just killed off everyone. Please don't let there be any more Riddle School games. Stay tuned after the credits to see your time. Apparently he carried that forward. People just hounded John, hounded him to make another game. Just as every book has a start and a finish, a series must have a beginning and an end. I deliberately sucked all the room for another sequel out of this series so that it too may end. Riddle School as a series is over, but not in this game. There is actually, as everyone now knows, Riddle School 5 and Riddle Transfer 1 and 2. John was just drained, you know, and just not wanting to make more of this series, which is kind of understandable. The kid's he's like a teen at the time, and this is all people can talk about. Just hounded, and he just wanted to decisively end it. And I think it was his mom who basically said, like, hey, maybe that's a little too extreme. And so instead what he did is he released this game on April 1st, and on April 2nd released what is now Riddle School 5. Took like 2 days, which I think he had drawn that first room and actually had plans for it and an idea of where the story was going to go, then shelved it forever, and then much later was like, you know what, I'm just going to kill Phil. As I type this now, I have no clue what the reaction of the Newgrounds public will be, but I hope they enjoy playing it as much as I enjoyed making it. I laughed so hard. I'm glad he enjoyed the fake out and like that, the like kind of spiteful energy that goes along with that. Zach was so determined not to be cold anymore that he bought a plane ticket to the tropics midway into his first year of college. The plane ran into a bad bit of turbulence and Zach ended up crashing through a window. He fell into an erupting volcano and froze to death. Mr. Oboe was getting ready to sit down one night at a school play about knights and horses. He was told before the show to hold a sword, which was one of the props. It wasn't a real sword, but ironically, he still died from it because the sword was made of allergy medicine, and Mr. Oboe was horribly allergic to that. I can't even... It's too much. There's too much going on there. It's... What did I just read? Mr. Sum, he likes gardening, dislikes getting robbed. Mr. Sum was a math teacher for his entire life. He was gardening on the roof of a building and was suddenly mugged by a bear who ate him 30 minutes later. I'm sure someone asked him in between those two events, that 30-minute window, by the way, what's your least favorite thing? I just got robbed. I think that's probably my least favorite thing. Little did he know, he was about to be eaten. If you would have asked him then, pretty sure getting eaten would have been his least favorite thing. He was reading the words, "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me," when he got a nasty paper cut and lost every inch of blood in his body. I'm not used to measuring blood in inches. I can't wait to drink these 4 inches of coffee. Devastated by his wife's decision of divorce. Okay, we're getting some real, like, deep-seated background to these characters all of a sudden. Started devising a plan to take the life of every one of her friends and acquaintances. He realized he didn't know as much about his former wife as he thought he did, and the only person he could remember her talking to is a kid named Phil Eggtree. He killed Phil and later died by overeating. And Phil, favorite thing, logical thinking, dislikes falling into lava pits. Phil only went to college because he figured it had to be better than elementary, middle, and high school. He went to the newly built Riddle University because it was local, it was cheap, and he didn't have any particular plans for the rest of his life, so it wouldn't matter what classes he took. At first he thought this Riddle School was just like the other 3 he escaped from. Just when he considered trying to make his 4th escape, he found out it was completely different.